Vali Staicu. I'm a student at the London Academy of Diplomacy, and I'm from Romania. I was reporting the Committee 2 for the international security. And the first speaker was Dr. Sami Abul-Enaim, speaking about the nuclear and disarmament, and gave us a very optimistic view about this issue, and stated that nuclear disarmament is a central issue on the international agenda. A lot of effort has been done, and there are a lot of agents that deal with this issue. A part of the UN Atomic Agency in Vienna, there are NGOs, think tanks, countries involved in this process. Speaking about optimism, he gave the example of 3 nuclear zones which already exist, one in Bangkok, one in Central Asia, and 2 other in Africa. I'm really sorry, I don't remember the names. And also there are other successful examples of disarmament regimes. In South Africa, for example, there are 7 nuclear weapons which was dismantled, and also there is a Brazilian-Argentinian agency for verifying and monitoring the 2 countries' nuclear material. So the main related issue to this rethinking diplomacy is how can we control the arms race in the Middle East, and how to establish an area of arms-free zone. Moving on to Professor Jenny Vitella. So speaking about the universal values and national interest, developed the idea of the EU identity and how to reconcile the national interest and universal values by keeping on your own values. Actually, he said that the EU should move to the strategy of sustainability, moral strength, real partnership and engagement, and that the EU was founded on the core values and principles in order to protect, to prevent war and to preserve peace. Dr. Claire Smith, the next speaker, told us about the issue of Cold War, from Cold War to Long War, and sorry, I have to, and how to get at the real threat and challenges. And actually, Dr. Smith made very strong statements. First, she said she doesn't like the idea of long war, of war on terror, because suggests like things are black and white, like very straight and very clear. And this is misleading, because usually it's always the gray area around. And also she stated that actually opposing to the Dr. Blandon's idea that there are no more secrets, she said that it's very unrealistic, that it's normal to have secrets. Sorry, I have to go on. Okay, also she stressed the idea of practitioners and how important are practitioners, and came up with the idea of mosquito team, which means very irritating people. They don't accept what you are told, very inconvenient, that ask very difficult questions. And actually this brings power to a team, because makes people from different backgrounds standing up for an idea and building something good. And also another statement that there are no guarantees for security. The last speaker was Dr. Biliana Scott, my favorite teacher, speaking about humanitarian diplomacy. and the responsibility to persuade, which I found very interesting topic actually. And what it's about, what is the responsibility to persuade, and who persuades who, and that we actually there are people that can do something and people that can't do something, and people that can't do something should persuade people that can in order to change things on the ground. Actually, public diplomacy, advocacy, private chat, everything all of them are means of persuasion. Actually, understanding the role of responsibility to persuade, it means to protect, is a connotation of unethical means which remain us. Okay, maybe I need something. Then she was speaking about how to measure persuasion. The process, there are 2 points that in which you can measure the persuasion. Is the process you apply to persuade, and also what you achieve in order to change the mind and to change the situation in the ground. And responsibility is implies a mission to persuade, has connotation of something that knows to convince, contain an ethical dimension and sense of duty. And also responsibility to persuade, measure, and capture what we can do. It is important to persuade actors and see if it fits. Persuasion is an ambiguous, and responsibility is not bounding. So that was our reporting. I just want to add something more. There was one question from Varia Alamzi asking Professor Dr. Abul Enaim if in the light of the process in the Middle East, how he envisaged that Saudi Arabia and Egypt will acquire or not nuclear weapons in this situation. And at the end of the session, there was a complaint actually coming from somebody who said that there was no time for debates, that this was supposed to be a debating session, and we didn't have time, I think, just into what is